I would like to say, joining us in the studio live is the woman that everybody's been waiting on, Jazmine Cashmere. We got to do a ghetto style mic check and do it now. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. See, this is why we do this, because I gotta give you more juice. There you go.
Check.
Yeah, check one,
out.
check two. Wow, it's been a minute since you haven't been to the undisclosed. You cannot tell anybody the location of this bunker because it's a.
I know we are like off in the.
Right, but it's not like right off the street or anything like that.
Definitely not.
We hit it well. Would you not say?
We're in the back cave.
That's right. We are definitely in the back cave. So welcome. We got to get right to it. Well, first of all, let me not just get right to it. You already have a call waiting on here. Let's get right to it. Somebody called in. Now, I will say this. I asked him, what's the deal? Like, you don't want to talk to me? And he was very respectful. He said he didn't have anything against me. He just loves you. Caller, you're back on the Sir Darryl Radio Experience. Jazmine has graced the studio with her presence. You go right ahead.
Hello.
Rick Shay, what's up, Jazzy?
What's up, Ricky Ricardo?
Chilling, calling. I apologize for that, Darryl. I should have.
No. I didn't have anything to talk to you about anyway, so it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, my etiquette. That's cool. It's cool. Yeah, just call in, support my girl through all the rumors, and all the haters,
We love haters,
her,
Ricky.
Yeah, we do.
Her back, you know what I mean?
That's one of my best friends,
I
y'all.
personally know her, and I personally, know what I'm saying, the kid's father, and it's like definitely not Jay-Z.
Now, are you sure that it's not? Are you sure that it's not Jay-Z because it's you? Like, is that the reason that you can be that sure? Because I can't say I'm sure, because I know it's not. I know, like, if it were mine, I would be able to say for sure that it's not Jay-Z's. And that seems to be the only way that a person can know for sure.
Okay, it's mine, and I've never even met Jay-Z.
Last week you were in the National Enquirer, and you were billed as the person who was destroying Beyonce's marriage.
Wow.
How did you feel? How did you feel knowing that you broke up Beyonce? You're like breaking into Beyonce's marriage. Like, do you want to apologize to this woman?
I don't even think they're paying too much attention in it at all.
Wouldn't it be crazy though? Like, I mean, you're right. If they
were really landing,
yeah,
like, you messing with that Jazmine?
Right.
I mean, that would be horrible. I mean, I would hate that. But
yeah.
I mean, come on, this isn't the first time that Jay-Z's been accused of having someone pregnant.
Yeah.
So
what is this happening now? You said they didn't focus on what you're going through now, your personal relationship, your relationship with God, your personal growth. Well, let's talk about that, because being that nobody else is talking about it, let's do that now. Okay. Because to me, that's a great story. That's something to focus on. Did you reach a point where you said that what you were doing was wrong, or did you reach a point that you thought what you were doing was just not what you wanted to do anymore?
Both. And just for the record, because, like, I get a lot of people hit me up like, oh, that's good that you walking with God now that you're pregnant. No, that's not what happened. Me and God has been playing on wrestling matches for quite some time now. He finally just yanked my arm off and got my attention. So I've been back and forth with, many spiritual battles for the past few years. It just so happened now I'm pregnant. So it did get to the point where it's like but like I got to the point where I just didn't feel comfortable in my own skin doing the things that I was doing. And yes, God was constantly making himself aware in my life through different situations, through different people, and speaking to me. And one day I finally, I humbled myself, and I'm a very dominant woman, and that's something very hard for me to do, is to humble myself and say, okay, I'm not right. I need to fix myself. I need, I realized that the people I love and the people I hold dear to me, the people I want in my circle are not caring to be in my circle anymore. And I realized when so many people push away from you, you can only blame other people for so long till you get to the point where you have to stare at the person in the mirror. And I finally had to stare at the person in the mirror and was like, okay, it's things I need to fix with myself. It's not everybody else, it's me. I need to fix myself. And one of the things to fix myself is I have to acknowledge where I came from and who brought me here, and that's God. And I have to give acknowledgement to that. Without him, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair right now. I wouldn't have made it as far as I did doing anything in life, let alone movies or anything. And I have to give my praises to him.
Going through this process now, where you have 2 children already, and then 1 on the way, I mean, of course, you can't go back and not have the children, but do you ever think to yourself how much easier it would be to go through this process if it was just you? Or are the children a barrier that makes you say, wait a minute, this is another reason why I have to go through this process?
Well, same as you, I have a teenager.
Right.
And my teenager is probably affecting me more than even the child that I have on the way. Because that's when you realize how detrimental your parenting skills need to come into play is when they become a teenager. Everything else before teenage years, that's easy. And I'm realizing that now, like, oh, wow, okay, that's easy. Just, you know, when they're little, put a pacifier in their mouth, hold them, cuddle them, you know what they want.
Right.
But when they get 13 and they start getting their own mind frame, it does that. He's the one that my oldest child is, if anything, is the main person I stare at every day that makes me like, okay, I need to be better because I need him to be better. I want him to be a better man that, you know, that he needs to be for his children as well as for his society. One of the main focus, I am back in school. I started back in school last year. I'm not saying what school I go to because I don't need my stalkers following me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because I do have stalkers, man. It's crazy. Like, I have people, like, that are upset that I'm pregnant. Like, people that I thought was just, like, friends of mine. I was very naive, I guess, because I started getting threats from people that I thought was just, like, friends of mine. Like, what? You pregnant? Oh, I knew I should have did this, and I knew I should have did that. Watch your back, girl. Like, watch my back. Are you threatening me? So, no, I don't know what I'll be called a year from now. You know, whichever way God leads me with that one. When it's time to change my name, I'll change my name.
That is the information that you just gave right there is just absolutely, it's just insane. So let's, because we only have a few more minutes left. Let's sum it all up here. What have we learned? We learned that you are pregnant. That is true.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. We learned that Jay-Z is not the father of your child. That is true.
Definitely not.
Well, maybe he is, and you don't know it. I mean, is there any potential that there was some night that you got drunk and don't remember?
Let me think about this. No, not.
We learned the gentleman who called in is not the father of your child.
Oh, no, he's not the father.
And we've not learned whether or not Renaissance is the father of your child. Do you care to address that rumor?
Renaissance is not the father.
Okay. I'm trying to get it all out there because I don't want
Are you
to
the father of my child?
If not, I don't recall. I think that I am.
You think?
I don't think that I am. So how can they get in contact with you now?
Jazmine Cashmere 1@gmail.com. My email on Facebook to get to my Facebook is Jazmine Cashmere 1@yahoo.com. There is a couple fake pages on there. They're not mine. So if that email address is not attached to that page, that is not me you're talking to.
It is insane to me how all of that happens with the people making the fake pages. But unfortunately, Jazz, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
That's Jazmine Cashmere, everybody. All of you who are new to the Sir Darryl Radio Experience, head on over to SirDarryl.com now. Sign up for our podcast. Sign up for our newsletter. If you want this show that you've been listening to, sign up for the podcast now, though it will be posted online shortly. Join us all next week for a full list of new shows. We have, who do we got next week? I think Lisa Lave is going to be here with us next week. I don't know what day yet, but tune into the website for that. You've been listening to the most listened to radio program on the internet and the latest member of the Frontier 50, a selection of outstanding talk media webcasters, Darryl of the Sir Darryl Radio Experience. See you next week, people.